Welcome to my channel LEARNNOVATE. In this video, we will not going to discuss anything from the syllabus, but we will going to discuss about the book recommendation that are needed in the first and second year of the MBBS session. And I am going to tell you with the book recommendation, and also I am sharing you with the important and the reference book that I use in my videos, because I have lots of questions about book recommendation and many people ask me about which book you use for exam, which book you use for making notes. So in this video I am going to share with you guys all of the books that I have used, and also I am going to discuss you with the recommended book that are important for taking the exams and taking the notes. So starting from the subjects that we will going to discuss, I am going to share you with the books for anatomy, books for biochem, and books for physiology. That are the major subjects studied in the MBBS. And I am going to share you each and every subject with 3 and 4 books that I recommend you to get better marks and for study. So starting from the anatomy, that is a major one. So guys, for anatomy, we have always a controversy between these two books. There is a Gray's Anatomy for the students and the KLM. So I personally guide you guys to read theory from the KLM and to take diagrams from the Gray's. Why? Because see, KLM is clinically oriented, and in this KLM the language that they use is mostly related to the examiner's point of view. And I have you can say I have my personal experience that after reading from KLM, I does not have much clear concept, but the things that I have read come into the exam exactly. So the wording of KLM you think that are difficult, but it's exam oriented. So read from the KLM for making the concepts and for making the relations clear. Now coming to the Gray's. If you see the Gray's is a large book, but it is very simply written. And in this book you can see the major diagrams, and these diagrams are very important. So the diagrams on the Gray's you have to focus on, and I have done diagrams from Gray's, and they are important for taking OSPE, for taking exams, and also for relationship, because the diagrams having the nerve, arteries, and the veins relationship, they are very much clear in the diagrams of Gray's. So for diagrams I prefer Gray's, and for theory examination and for you can say for the charts of the KLM, the charts of the clinicals of the KLM are very important. So you should go for KLM if you want to study theory, and if you want to study diagram you can compare both and open both books, so they are both good. Now coming to the short book that is widely used, that is the BD Chaurasia. I think the BD is most preferred for the foundation examination. Only for the foundation module I think the BD is best. After that you have to read only the bones from the BD. The bones that throughout the year we have studied, you can revise it from BD. Otherwise I does not use BD, so I does not prefer BD. Why? Because BD is a short book. You cannot go through the short books in the semester or the annual exam. So these two long books are much preferred for the anatomy. Also for the histology that we have not discussed until yet, for the histology you have to study from which book? You have to study from Like Hussain. Here I am going to show you the Like Hussain. Yes, here this is the Like Hussain for the medical histology, and I think this book is very much enough, more than enough. You have to study from it, and if you find it more than enough, you can make notes, you can make short points, important points that I have prepared in my previous videos of important histological slides. So you will be clear, and you will be enough prepared for exam, because exams come in all this book. This is a very important and this is a good book to study. Now the third subject that we study in anatomy is the embryology. So guys, for embryology the book that I use is the both KLM and Langman. This is the Langman I have here, and I am going to share you with the KLM also. The KLM is used mostly for making clear concepts, but the KLM is enough, more than enough. So if do not have time, you can study from Langman, because Langman is also good. It is not bad. It is precise and it is easy. So you can also prefer Langman if you have clear concept. First, make the clear concept for every subject. You have clear concept, you have clear understanding of what you have learned, and now then you have to revise it from the book. If you have not clear concept, if you are doubtful in any concept, you can go and watch videos, you can go for other books to make it clear concept. It is not a strict hard and fast rule to study from this one book and do not open the another book. Okay, so you have to study from, you have every book with you to be easy and to be revised at any time. If you want any unclear concept to be clear, you can get it from another book. Okay, the third book the number third book I want to share with you guys is the major one for the neuroanatomy. It's not for the simple anatomy or the clinical anatomy. For the neuroanatomy that I have used is the Snell's Clinical Neuroanatomy, and I preferred is as the best book for the neuroanatomy. It has major relations and it has also the diagrams. If you can see, there are also the diagrams and there are major relations in this clinical anatomy, that is the Snell's Clinical Anatomy. So you can read and write anatomy from the Snell's neuroanatomy. Now coming to the other subject, that is physiology. Okay guys, physiology, the guru of the physiology is Guyton. Remember, Guyton is the best book. I think it's best book, but if you does not make clear concept about the Guytons, you have to study it twice and thrice, because you this is very much you can say detailed, and there is a scattered detail in the Guyton. So for making clear concept, you have to read twice or thrice from the same book and from the same chapter. Then what you have to do? Then you have to revise it until the time you're cleared. Then after that, the Guyton is a major book for making clear concepts and the most preferred book for all examiner for all medical colleges. So you use Guyton for your making clear concept and for your physiology. Also, the second book, that is the short book I know that is used, is the Firdaus Physiology. So I don't think so the Firdaus is good at all, because the Firdaus has definitions and the things that written in the Firdaus are exactly opposite to the Guyton. I have read Firdaus, so I don't think it is a much greater book to study for exams. Either you can use Baby Guyton, and instead of Firdaus you can use Baby Guyton, so you can go for the Baby Guyton, but the Guyton is the major book. Okay, now for coming to the biochemistry, guys. Biochemistry is, I have used the Lippincott. For the biochemistry, I have used the Lippincott, and the second book that is used for biochemistry is the Chatterjee. Okay, compare the both. The Lippincott I have used is good book. It is making concepts clear. It has great number of charts that are very much important. It has summaries that make you make clear concepts, and other thing that I found in the Lippincott is the precisation. It does not go to the too much details or the unnecessary details. So I think the Lippincott is good for the examination, and I think it is enough for the examination point of view. And the second book that I have discussed is the Chatterjee. You can go for Chatterjee because many important topics that are not present in Lippincott, including some of the topics from the first year biology, from the second year biochemistry, first year biochemistry, that are not present in the Lippincott. So you can go for Chatterjee, and you have to go for Chatterjee and the book for that topics. So in the Chatterjee, I found there's too much detail. So be precise and be particular about what you have to read and what are coming in the exam. Not go to the particular detail that I have discussed this point in the previous videos that I have prepared. Now the short book for the biochemistry is the Physiology, yes, the Physiology. So I have used Physiology, yes, in the foundation, but after that I doesn't use, because these short books are related with the modular exam. You can pass out the modular exam, but you cannot pass out a semester or a annual exam with good marks with these short books. So you have to prefer these long books, and they are good enough to make you get your exams and making a good marks. So this was all about the book recommendation. I hope you will be get better explained, and I hope this will help you guys. If you have any query, comment below. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more, and please go on our Facebook page, like, share, comment, and give feedback on our Facebook page, because your support is very much important for our growth. Thank you so much, And if you have any other query related to any other thing that is other than books, you can ask me and I will going to make the video on it. Thank you so much. Subscribe for more.